the overall champion, British Street Food Awards winner 2024.
Guys, it's that time again. It is the British Street Food Awards 2024. I am here for 12 of the best street food traders around the country. They have competed all year long to get to this point. The winners today will go on to represent the UK in Germany for the European Street Food Award finals in Saarbrücken in 3 weeks' time. I'm super excited. I am obviously still in the running for an award. My hopes are not high, but I am very privileged to be put in amongst some of the names that are in there. Best of luck to everyone. Wait to the end of the video. You will find out at the end if I win or if I lose graciously. But I'm really looking forward to this. There is some amazing, powerful, packed full flavors going on here, and I cannot wait to get into it. So let's go.
Hello, I'm Alex from Molly's Pies, and this is my taster for today. So we have a triple truffle cheese, Maris pipe potato, and a mixed sesame crumb for £6.50.
So first up, we have Baldy's from Lancashire. Now these guys' taster dish is a cave-aged cheddar, red Leicester, veggie parmesan, Maris piper potato, chive, truffle, black and white sesame crumb pie. Now it doesn't normally come with gravy, but he insisted the gravy gets tried because this is apparently a 2-day process to make this gravy. Now I had a little sip of the gravy off camera, and it is divine. Now, that, he was saying these pies are 400 grams, and this is one of his tasters. Completely vegetarian pie. Really hot. That is decadent. That is rich and cheesy without that real kind of saltiness that something that's really cheesy can have. That mash is creamy. The little toasted sesame seeds on there are actually really, really good. They're giving like a little sesame nutty flavor right at the end. Now, the pie is delicious, but that gravy takes it a whole different level. Oh. It's not a veggie gravy, but be careful with that. But that pie is divine. Pastry holds it all together, but soaks up in that buttery goodness from all of that cheese. The mashed potato topping, delicious. Toasted sesame seeds, amazing. You can taste the richness and strength of those cheeses in there. Well seasoned. I mean, that is a hefty opener. And for $6.50, 400 gram pie. You can barely get a fucking 150 gram pie in a shop in London for that. That is outstanding. That's a strong start.
Hi, I'm Owen from Hills in Brecon, and we specialise in burgers. We're here as the winners of the People's Choice in the Welsh Awards, so we're really excited to be in London. We've got a couple of dishes on today. Our tasted dish for everyone is a Oklahoma-style burger, so some onions cooked down in beef dripping, smashed into our beef blend onto the grill. So you get a nice crispy onions and soft onions running through the mince, and then some of our house sauce, pickles, and a steamed bun. So really simple but really great. All the best flavours you can get. Really beefy, really good Welsh beef, and all the flavours should speak for themselves. Yeah.
So next up is Hills. These are some Welsh boys smashing out some burgers. And all I can say is their taster, they say it's a single patty. That is a big old burger. So this is their onion smash. So it's caramelized onions, stewed onions in beef fat, smashed patty, 2 types of cheese, pickles, sauce. Nice, very toasted, seeded bun on the top. So there's some mustard in there as well for a nice tang. Those onions are sweet, they're charred, they're caramelized. They're really, really good. It is messy. I like a perfect blend between a burger and a smash burger. It's not too thin, so there's still a little thickness in there. And that helps to retain some moisture. They have that grill super high, so you get a real sear on the outside. And I am struggling to pick this back up, because it is a messy. That bun is so soft. Just look at the mess I'm making with this. I can't. That is the messiest dish so far. I mean, I'm going to be hard pressed to give anyone less than a 9 out of 10 today. They're the best of the best. That's why they're here. And some of these guys will be lucky enough to go to Germany and compete against more best of the best. This is what I love. I'm filming, everyone's passing their food around to each other in the traders. Everyone's having a taste of this, having a taste of that. Good bit of fun, good bit of banter. But everyone's super happy, they're passionate, they're driven, and they have a story to tell. And I love that. And I love the food. And you can't get a bad bite here.
Hi, I'm Chris from Chicken George. I'm the owner, and we do fried chicken. It's the most amazing fried chicken you ever had, and we're really glad that we're here. So the taster dish that we got today is the Malaysian nutty curry with the roti bread. It's a recipe that my dad done, and it's been in the family for a long time because our heritage is Malaysian. So yeah, I hope you really enjoy it.
So next up was Chicken George. Now, he's not making my life easy. I ordered their taster plate, which is their Malaysian curry chicken strips, but he also wanted me to try. He said it's really special. It's the chicken char siu box. So I saw this. It's like a char siu marinated style chicken, fried, pancakes. It's got the cucumber, the celery, all the sauce that you normally have with a char siu style pancake. Now, I'm going to go on to these first, because this is what I originally was going to order and did order. That chicken is super juicy, very flavorful, but that first thing you get is a huge kick of that satay. It's a little spicy, tender, crispy, hot. A little bit of coconut on there as well. Fresh little hit of lime. I've seen these everywhere, and I know people hype them up, and I've never been. Whether it be at the Street Food Awards, you have to have the backup to that hype. That is exceptional. Right, I'm going straight on to the pancakes. Char siu chicken. Spring onion, cucumber. A little bit of that sauce. That is super crunchy. That's crunchier than the tenders. That crunch of fresh veggie, that hoisin sauce. All the components are really good. But that chicken underneath everything, that is the perfect vessel. It's flavorful, it's tender, it's moist. I'm going to try and struggle in to eat all this. And after this, I've still got 9 dishes to go. Pray for me, guys. Pray for me.
It's the beautiful thing about cooking on wood and charcoal, right? Is you get to play with wood and charcoal and fire. We've got these cool gloves, and these gloves are amazing because I can do this kind of thing. Pick up the burning wood and move it around, which means I don't have to rely too heavily on the other utensil.
Just keep that one for the customer if they're out of line.
Yeah.
I'm Ian from Mr. Pig Stuff. My dish for one of my dishes for this year's entry was a deep fried jacket potato. Simple, well executed, slow cooked pork, cheese, bacon, chives, inside a jacket potato. It's breadcrumbed, deep fried. On top of that, we whack on our chili muddled confit garlic, which has got fennel, chili seeds, roast chilies. Oh man, it's just a flavor punch on top of that. And then there's some crackling and some chicken salt. Banging.
So, sorry about the long distance here, but it was the easiest place to film. Now, as you've just seen, I've gone to Mr. Pig Stuff. Just making sure you guys were turned on. So Mr. Pig Stuff, now I did a video with them in it back in Chiswick Market last year. And this is something they've never done before. And now that I'm looking at it, I kind of go, well, why? I don't know why they haven't done it before. This is a whole roasted jacket potato. It's been opened up. It's been stuffed with pork, bacon, cheese, and then it's been closed back up, breaded, and deep fried. And then it's been served with a muddle of spices and chili and confit chili and garlic. I mean, that ticks every box. It's crunchy, it's meaty, it's cheesy. There's a ton of garlic flavour in that confit garlic muddle. It's porky, it's decadent, it's rich, it's massive for £6.50. And they got the wildcard entry 2 weeks ago. And honestly, if this doesn't sum up a wildcard entry, I don't know what does. His van was booked up for an event. He found out 2 weeks ago that he was here. He did his whole new dish. He's got an open fire pit, and yeah, he's about to sell out, and it's not even 3 o'clock. That's phenomenally good. If you see him taste the pork, there's a reason why he's called Mr. Pig Stuff. And I mean, that is just whole pieces of garlic. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 whole cloves of garlic in this one potato.
Do you know that you can get 40 grams of protein just with one of our dishes, and it's plant-based? You wouldn't believe it, but our taster is Barbecue Wonder and feature a really incredible plant-based protein that is yuba, tofu skin, but I'm gonna let the chef talking more about it.
When we decided to do for the Barbecue Wonder, we wanted a dish that could be comfortable for everybody, so not just for vegans or for vegetarian, but everybody can taste it. And that's why we went for a combination with barbecue sauce, potatoes, and coleslaw, so everybody can have a taste of this. The barbecue sauce is homemade with the chili bonnet, but it's not very spicy because it's a dish that's accessible to everybody. To break the strengths of the barbecue sauce, we have the coleslaw that is dressed with the homemade lime mayo and a hint of garlic, and also some pickled carrot. Everything has a bit of a slight flavor of star anise because our pickle is made with star anise, and we also put a wee bit of secret sauce to dip your potato in. That are dressed with garlic, rosemary oil, and a bit of sage and smoked salt. Everything is a dish. Yeah, it's a dish for everybody that everybody should taste.
Next up was Planet G. Now Planet G are all plant-based, 100% plant-based. So this is fried smashed potatoes. We also have a seared yuba, caramelized onions, homemade Scotch bonnet barbecue sauce, crispy onion, lime mayo coleslaw, and cabbage, and some homemade pickles. Now, the smell of this was divine. Right, you'll see. That seared yuba has a little, kind of like an al dente noodle or a shredded chicken texture somewhere in between. Really nice flavor in there. The thing is, it's very absorbent. It takes in a lot of flavor. Sauce have a nice little zing. A little bit of fresh coleslaw in there. But honestly, the potato in there, they've been smashed, super crispy. A little bit of smoked sea salt. As a completely plant-based dish, even for a meat eater, this will certainly scratch an itch. It's rich, there's a little zing, there's a little spice. And a great texture. I think texture is something, when I've had vegan food before, I struggle with. They have a really good texture in there. Everything is so good, man.
Hi, well, I'm Gio, and along with my wife Joanna, we set up Papillon, which is a Venezuelan street food business. What we're selling here is a cachapa bread. So it's something that is very rare for Londoners, and it's made out of fresh corn smashed up. So if you like the taste of a corn cob, you will love the taste of the tortilla bread that we made. And then we filled it up. So for tastes, we went simple. So we're just going for a cheese topping and anything you want, like beef, chicken, or beans, to get it on top. That's it.
Will do. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers. So next up was Papillon. They're doing cachafa, which is kind of like a crushed corn, smashed corn flatbread. They top that with loads of cheese, black beans. I think he's got beef in here, chicken in here. Tops it with a green avocado sauce and then a little hot sauce. That beef is juicy and rich. What I like about the hot sauce is it's a little spicy. There's not much, like, for me, it's not like crazy spicy. You can feel a little tingle. But what I love is you can taste the pepper. I hate a hot sauce that tastes like a barbecue sauce. The actual flavor of the pepper itself is really nice. especially like habanero or Scotch bonnet. That corn bread tortilla. If you love like the corn on the cob, kind of exactly what it tastes like. It tastes like a grilled corn. This is so unctuous and cheesy, to say the least. Everything about this is good, man. That is just juicy. Rich, spicy, earthy, sweet, meaty, cheesy. I mean, it's hard not to like this. The guy is confident. And honestly, I can see why. Would I be mad if he won? Absolutely not. Would I be mad if any of them won? Absolutely not. All these portions are hefty. Considering they're a £6.50 portion, they've all been 300-400 grams in weight. They're massive. I am 7 stalls in. This is where the struggle happens. I'm going to try and stay upbeat, keep going. And the problem I've got is, I'm filming solo, nobody to share the food with. The food is so bloody good, and I'm trying to eat it all. But holy shit, I'm struggling. We'll get there. It's 4 o'clock, I've been filming for nearly 4 hours. Yeah. What else have I got to say? They have these like fried breadsticks with cheese in the middle. And they put a mound of cheese on their cachafa. And then 3 of those stuffed with cheese as well. Good job I'm not lactose intolerant.
Okay, hi. My name is Shireen, and I'm the founder and owner of Backyard Cuisine and Reenie's Dumpling. My specialty at the moment is jerk chicken and jerk jackfruit dumpling. So it's a cross between meat eaters and vegetarian vegan eaters. It's a grab and go compact meal. It's when you eat it, it fools you all. Because when you bite into the jerk chicken dumpling, you bite into that bursting of spice just hit you, and then you have the plantain, the sweet plantain, to cool it down, and of course you have the pineapple and cucumber salsa that even cool you down more, clean your palate. The jerk jackfruit dumpling is basically the same, but just that the pure plant-based. I think you should come and try it.
Sounds good.
Yeah?
Perfect.
It's just a grab and go. There's my base. Getting ready.
Okay, so we're over the halfway hurdle. We are now at Backyard Barbecue. Oh, sorry, Backyard Jamaican Cuisine. And I am having their jerk, jackfruit and plantain dumpling. Now, they call it a dumpling, but like, I mean, I've got an abnormally big head, and this is up there with the size of that. So I was there earlier chatting to the lovely people, and you could see they were hand making every single one of these dumplings. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not a plantain fan. In fact, I would go as far as saying plantain and banana is just not my cup of tea. However, I invested in the fact that I was going to try all the small dishes, and this is their small dish. That has a nice spice. That is probably the spiciest thing I've eaten today. I was talking to someone earlier, and they were thinking about hopefully one of their dishes getting the Spice Award. I can't remember who it was. But this here, this has the spice. Again, it is a very heavy dish. It is packed full of flavour. Good spice. You can taste that allspice into that jerk sauce. A little funk from the jackfruit. I find jackfruit has a bit of a funky flavour. There is a sweetness from that plantain, which is really, really nice. Again, plantain not being my favourite thing, but it doesn't really taste like plantain. It just adds more of a sweetness to the dish. Overall, it's a really, really good dish, and I do think it's going to win possibly the spice dish, because that is the spiciest thing I've eaten, and it's still a really, really well balanced flavour. But yeah, hands down, I think that's got a really good chance of winning. Whenever you're ready.
Hello, my name is Umair, and I'm the founder of Dekchi. We are the biryani bar of London, and we are the only biryani bar in London. We do chicken, lamb, and veg biryani. The chicken is our signature biryani. Lamb is our special. Vegan is my take on my mum's best recipe. So here we are.
Lovely. Okay, so I've now this is veggie, and I've close. Yeah, whenever, man.
Yeah. So I'm Darren, we're from Loluli's down in Exmouth. We get all of our fish and seafood directly off the southwest coast. We are about championing that all of our coast supplies such amazing produce that you don't need to batter cod, haddock, import salmon, everywhere you go fine dining. It's all salmon steaks. So here we just get what's in season, fresh, straight over fire, no missing.
Love it. Spot on, Jeff. So next up was Luloli's Fish and Fire. So I went for their sardines as their tasting menu. Now, I love a sardine. Cooked on open coal to order. Forget about it. Like, I think people really give sardines a bad rep of being like a strong fish, and when it's cooked well, it's meaty, it's a little oily, it's super healthy. That's a superfood in my opinion. It's delicious. It is honestly everything you want. I wouldn't mind a little bit more salt. but that's me. When I have sardines this good, normally they're in Portugal, and they pack the salt on there. And obviously, here it's less about getting the salt, it's more about getting the flavour of the fish, which does sing, but I would love a little bit of salt. But personal preference again. And I mean, 2 sardines of this quality, cooked this well for $6.50, is a steal. Absolutely bona fide. Delicious.
Hi there, I'm Will, owner of Burgervore from Buckinghamshire. We're the judges' champion from the South East Heats of the British Street Food Awards, and our taster dish today is a dish called Hock It To Me. So it's a belted Galloway dry-aged beef patty, 24-hour fermented sourdough brioche. Got 2 lovely English cheeses in there. One is 2-time Supreme Champion of the UK Cheese Awards, and some pulled ham hock, local honey, gherkin, onion and mustard.
Stop number 10. So this is Burgervore. Now, I wanted a taster because they have ham hock on there. However, they have unfortunately run out. So I've gone for just a basic cheeseburger. That burger, the beef has a great load of flavour, and it is super simple. It is a very good flavoured patty, really good seasoning, good brioche bun, burger cheese, no sauce, no pickles, no nothing. As a huge burger fan, I love a messy burger as much as the next person, and it's sometimes easy to make a burger better with the sauces, but having a foundation like this, that is a great foundation. You can put anything on that and it'd be good. It is salty from the seasoning, oily, beefy, cheesy, gooey, and it's quite easy to eat. It's not messy. The bun does what it's supposed to do, holds all of that moisture in that bread. Delicious dish.
My name's Deru from Pasta Romano. We've come to London all the way from Pembrokeshire. We're a seasonal street food company. We're usually based on a beach somewhere along the coast. It's not usual for us to do events, come all the way to London, but it's a real special opportunity to share what we love. Fresh pasta with quality Welsh ingredients. We take the Italian philosophy of using what's on your doorstep to heart. So instead of importing Parmigiano and those other important Italian ingredients, we use Welsh cheeses, local basil, fresh seafood, and make something really unique to the area. With street food, I feel like a street food stall should represent kind of where they're from and what makes them unique. It's kind of similar to, you know, when you're on the motorway and there's like service stations. Every service station you go to is selling the same shit. But I would really love it if each little town you went to, you could find the local street food stall and like taste the things that represent that little town or village and kind of like represents the community. So that's kind of what we're trying to replicate, a mini service station.
And your taster dish?
So in Italy there's something called scarpetta, and that's basically a phrase for when you finish your big bowl of pasta and there's all the lovely oil and like chunks of cheese and bits left over, and you get a chunk of bread and you mop it all up. So we've got 2 dishes served with some sourdough focaccia, which we made on site. We've got our ragu cymru, which is basically a bolognese with pasture-fed Dexter beef from the Preseli Mountains. The farmer who rears the cows, the beef, is also the butcher, so she knows exactly what cows are coming in and out of the abattoir. actually has a really good eye for quality and makes us a really great mince just for us, a mixture of brisket and shin, and it's also got a really high fat content, about 40%. So that, like, when we slow cook that, it really releases all of the flavour and it kind of brings it all together. It's definitely one of my favourite dishes. Like, my last supper would definitely be a bolognese and a good glass of red wine.
So, dish 11. Whether they go in this order, I don't know, but this technically is dish 11. This is pasta romano. So this is their home-baked focaccia. And he was saying when they make the bolognese, they get all the oil that floats to the top. They skim it off. They turn it into a drizzle. So they line the bottom of the bowl with all of that fat, and then they put in a little bit of bolognese, and then they basically grate aged Caerphilly cheese into it. That bread straight away is so comforting. It's soft, there's a little chew, there's a little char from the oven. Bolognese is really rich. I think there's I'm getting a little smokiness. Now I know he cooks it on like an open, like, plancha with fire. I can certainly taste like a little smoke or char. Absolutely delicious. A little, like, herb crème or so on top. This on like Sunday night glass of wine. Absolutely divine. Not as rich as I was expecting it to be, which is good at this point of the day. It's super tasty. I would have liked to have tried their pasta. I just didn't have the space. They make it all on the site, as you've seen in the interview with him. I still stick to my decision with the pie. The pie was outstanding. And being vegetarian and outstanding, that's kind of what swayed it for me, because it was more of a surprise. But I mean, honestly, any one of these would win and I wouldn't really complain. Just outstanding. Honestly, if you're not here, where are you? Be here next year. Come and see me. Come and see these guys. Come and show your support for the local traders. Fuck Pret a Manger off. Come here and support these guys. Give me your money.
So, not trying to chat you up. You want a donut? Come on, get in there.
I'm so glad I got most of that on camera.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, and just, hi, I'm James of Flats Donuts. This is my van. We produce a Canadian style of donut, and they're big and they're flat. And what was the other thing? What our taste dishes are?
Yeah, what your taste dishes are?
Our taste dishes are our s'mores donut, which has been on the menu since we started, which has got a homemade marshmallow fluff, Biscoff biscuits, chocolate sauce, and some raspberries. And the other one is our Oh My apple pie with, once again, made in-house vanilla custard, apple slices which are cooked in a salted caramel sauce with some nutmeg and some cinnamon, Biscoff crumble, and salted caramel on the top. So it's all made in-house. It's all 100% plant-based. So that's fun and exciting.
Absolutely.
Yes!
No worries, pleasure. So, last stop was Flats for their flat donuts. So these are, I believe he said they were Canadian donuts, and it's all plant-based. So makes their homemade fluff that little bit more impressive. They use the aquafiber, the liquid that chickpeas are in. I've eaten 11 dishes. And I'm stuffed. But this is the first sweet food that I've had. And it is going so well for my taste buds. That fluff is just the perfect consistency. Somewhere between a really stiff meringue and a soft whipped cream. My mouth didn't know it needed that much sugar. That is just super soft. A little crunch on the donut, not much. And because it's super thin, it's soft and airy inside. But it doesn't like completely collapse like a Krispy Kreme. You take the donut and pack it into a tiny little ball. It's just air. This has a bit of substance to it. And honestly, I think I'm the next thing that needs a fork stuck in me. I'm done. That has been a challenge to get through. I didn't want to miss anyone out. I missed people out last year and I felt bad. Everybody deserves their attention. And I'll admit, there was a few big portions that I didn't quite finish. But I got through about 80% of everything. And honestly, this is delicious. And it's like a hug at the end of what I've just done. If you got this far into the video, you obviously enjoy the content that I do. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, check out my merch store, all the other bits and bobs. Hang around to the end of the video to see who wins the Digital Creator of the Year. It's probably not me, but being recognized for it is a win for me. I'm only a small channel. I struggle to get content done a lot of the time with my work. I just thoroughly enjoy going and eating food and sharing it with you guys. Showcasing the little people, you know, and long may it continue, and long may competitions like this thrive. I'm signing off. I will show you at the end the announcement of the awards. It might be live on my Instagram as well. As Sonny would say, peace.
Best Digital Creator, this is a new award. Influencer doesn't really cover it. This is about digital creators with a deep understanding of the street food audience and an ability to convey a really meaningful message and really evoke emotions about the street food and the traders that they love. Vying for the top spot at the end of the vote were Curly Gaz, The Fat Foodie, Tales of Beth and Chef Who Travels. But the winner, hunting out the best food in Devon and Cornwall, was Curly Gaz. Right, the Extra Mile Award we give every year to somebody whose concept involves them making a step forward, whether it's about presentation, whether it's about ingredients, but just doing something a little bit extra. And we thought that with their amazing business, working with dayboat fishermen coming out of Devon, couldn't think of a better winner than Laluli's. Right, okay, on to entrepreneur. This is somebody who has a knack for business, who senses an opportunity. There's a trader here working this weekend. They couldn't have their food truck here, so what they did was they created a totally new setup, and a setup which I think lit up the weekend with a new menu, just because it's what he fancied and he's always wanted to cook. And that's why Best Entrepreneur 2024, Ian, Mr. Big Stuff. Thank you. Right, start with Best Burger. We don't like to do this, but it was a draw. So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's the problem, I suppose, of having 6 judges. I didn't really think that through. But the winners are, and we will get an extra certificate, Burgervore and Hills. Lovely. Best snack. Winner of best snack. I mean, there are 12 legends in this, I want to say field, scrub, car park, concrete space. And they're all legends. But maybe some more legends than others. The winner of best snack, Chicken George. Best sandwich always creates a little bit of controversy. What is a sandwich legend? I mean, we could go on a long time, but I said no. So we decided it's basically anything on or in or under, around, between a bread. That's what a sandwich is. So let's get that sorted. The winner, best sandwich, Papillon. Best main dish, ladies and gentlemen. Winner, best main dish, Pasta a mano. Right, best vegetarian. A lot of these didn't go the way we were expecting. And I'm delighted to say that the winner of best vegetarian from Wigan, Baldies. The Spice Award. So this is kind of just for an intriguing, creative use of spice. And the winner, Planet G.
Yeah!
So now the best dessert. And the winner with extraordinary vegan donuts, Flats. Yeah.
So when we finish, I'm going to open the truck and whatever pies are left is free to everyone. So.
Toward Future Food Legend. This is somebody that we think will be basically winning champion People's Choice in the next year or two, whose food is extraordinary. And winner of Future Food Legend, Omer and Degchi.
Yeah!
So that just brings us to the 2 big awards, the People's Choice that everybody's been voting on for the last 3 days. And yeah, it was close. So we'll do a third, second and winner. And in third place of the People's Choice, Flats.
Yeah!
Congratulations. Second place, Papillon. And the winner, People's Choice 2024 British Street Food Awards, Backyard.
Yeah!
So there was a bit of a wrangle choosing a champion this year. It wasn't unanimous. We had two runners-up and a champion. So the runners-up 2024 were Papillon and Burgervore. But the overall champion, British Street Food Awards winner 2024 is Pasta Amano. So thanking the traders, I would love them all to sell out, and I think a lot of them have come pretty close. So please try all the winners, and you can try everything here, and you'll be doing yourself a favour. So please, thank you all